Mr. Sarat just spoke about, how typically in tier 1, tier 2 cities, it's yet, the adoption when it comes to court or understanding about, e-arbitration and how the process has gone through is yet better. But very recently, it's if I speak about the last 3 or 4 months, when we've seen that, with certain other enterprises where, the 90-day period has gone off after the award has been passed and they've gone ahead with execution petition filing, we've seen that even in tier 3, tier 4 cities, successfully EPs have been filed. The courts are understanding the fact that how electronic arbitration was working. In fact, in certain courts, we received, a lot of initial objections too, which are bound to happen because, anything which is disruptive in nature, we cannot expect that these teething issues are not going to happen. And I feel as a fraternity, as a community, all of us will have to find a solution to that together. So I'll just give one or maybe a couple of examples that, with this one particular enterprise, it was, in Jaipur, the courts in Jaipur, where they said that, this is not possible. You don't have it's an e-stamped award. And how can you have an e-stamped award? You need to have a physically stamped award. The awards are also e-signed. How is it possible? So there were all these objections which were raised. And of course, the advocate of that company who was filing. So our scope, of course, ends when the award is passed. But many a times when we have to provide that admin support, we have to provide the documents, the companies do reach out to us. And when we just addressed this, so it was just a phone conversation where we made them understand how electronic arbitration works, how the trace and trailer proceedings we have in the form of a Section 65B certificate, how, this entire e-stamped and e-signed award, we shared a couple of articles with them which made them understand. And those objections in the next 3 days itself, they were willing to take it off and the execution.
Well, Aman, the answer to this is very simple. I also do arbitrations. We all do it online. In your first procedural order, you record all this.
Correct.
Be through VC, filing would be through soft copies. The digitally signed orders would be treated as signed orders. The final award would also be digitally signed. It would be electronically transmitted. Where does the law say that the award has to be physically delivered?